I just received my grade 3 drum exam results, and while I'm still buzzing and the experience is still fresh in my mind, I thought I'd make a video about what you actually learn in the grade books, what the exam day is like, and then 5 tips that should help you to get through it easier. For a bit of context, I'm Jack. I've been playing guitar most of my life, but just over 2 years ago, I decided to pick up the sticks, and it's genuinely been an incredible experience. Taking a graded drum exam was on my bucket list, and grade 3 was a bit of a stretch if I'm honest. And after playing Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo about 900 times, I never want to play that song again. So what do you actually learn in these grade books? Songs are kind of the biggest part of the exam, so you'll be picking 3 songs from the book. There's a mix of popular artists, and then they've got their own tracks which sound similar to songs that you've heard before. You can spend as much time as you need learning these songs before you take the exam, so I'd recommend just getting really familiar with the songs, making sure you're getting all the dynamics right and not missing anything important within the notation. Then you choose either sight reading or improvisation, so it's getting you familiar with notation or improvising around the drum kit. We've got ear tests, which they play a simple rhythm for you and you have to play it back on the kit. There's technical exercises like triplets, rudiments that you have to play back for the examiner. And then at the end they ask you a variety of questions about the songs you played and just about drums in general. In the UK there's 2 popular examiners, Trinity and Rockschool. And for me, Rockschool leaned more into the musicality and technical ability, which suited me more. And the Trinity was more focused on songs and your ability to play those songs. I did my exam in person, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous. You're in a room with a full kit and there's an examiner on a table with a clipboard. It feels a bit like an audition for X Factor. But honestly, the examiner was really helpful, kept me calm, and he helped me with anything that I had questions for. I took the exam at my local practice room, and this was super handy because it meant that I was familiar with the drum kit, and also I could go in slightly early and practice before the exam. So one thing that I'd really recommend is that you look into places that you can practice and perhaps practice on that kit before your exam so you're familiar with the kit. It makes a big difference. All right, let's get into some tips on how you can perform better in your exam. Number 1 is practice under pressure. When you're practicing on your own, you're never going to get the full experience of getting the nerves and the adrenaline. So what I'd recommend is you either practice in front of someone you know, practice in front of your teacher, or even just filming yourself just to get a bit more pressure about playing the songs right. Some sort of way to simulate the nerves that you're going to get on the day. I found that when I was practicing in front of my teacher, there were certain areas of the song that I would mess up. So I took these back to the practice room, practice extra hard on those parts. Number 2, go slightly faster in practice. With things like the technical exercises, if you practice them a little bit faster than you need to in the book, that will get your technical ability better than it needs to be. And that's a good tip to when you scale it back and you take it back by 5 or 10 BPM, you're going to be really confident when you're playing it at that speed. And hopefully you'll feel more relaxed on the day. Number 3, practice without earphones. In my exam, I wasn't able to use my own in-ears, and that's what I usually practice with. So I would recommend practicing with the music coming out the PA. It definitely felt different to me to not be using the in-ears. So if you can practice with that, that'll make a big difference. Number 4, don't forget you can write in your book. So you're allowed to write notes in your book. So I've got sort of notes here in the improvisation section with some ideas for fills and things like that. And that's definitely not cheating, it's just giving you little useful prompts along the way that you can use. And number 5, bring your own stuff. So I brought my own kick drum pedal and I brought my own throne. And those 2 things made me more confident because I knew that I was going to be sitting at the right height and I knew that I was going to feel confident with my right foot. You can't bring your own drum kit as far as I know, but these little things like the pedal and the stool, they can help improve your confidence just that little bit. If you've got an exam coming up, good luck and let me know in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. And if this helped, check out some of my other videos for beginner rock drummers. Thanks for watching, keep hitting stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.